Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Don't miss out on our comic book creator interviews, including our monthly Chichester chats with comic book legend DG Chichester, superhero movie brackets in our search for the worst comic book movie of all time, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/capesandlunatics. Hope to see you there.
This is Luca Perich, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks podcast.
Diggity dank.
Hello and welcome back to another week of the Nightwing news. Chock full of content tonight. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, it is.
Hello, I'm Kristen.
That's right, because tonight we have new issue Nightwing 94. Having an appearance in a Catwoman.
Oh.
And something else from another new issue, which we'll get to that. And then, for the first week of, what are we calling this? Multimedia Mania.
Yes. Oh, that sounds good.
Yes, we're covering the original Teen Titans 7, 17, and the Teen Titans animated episode, Mad Mod.
Yeah.
All right, so excitement, huh?
Yeah, hold on. Sorry. There we go. Okay. I was just trying to close some things on my computer, so. Oh, wait. Yes, we're doing the most recent one, right?
Yes, 94.
Okay. Yeah. Hoo-hoo-hoo. Things are getting intense.
Mm-hmm.
So, I suppose the question would be. Well, okay, I guess we'll wait till the end. So, she's someone from the Fed, right? Oh no, the Attorney General talking to one of the cops. They're like, you guys suck, basically. Because they do. And then Melinda tells Commissioner McLean, the feds are coming for you. And you better get out with your files.
Yep.
Okay, this cracks me up though. Why on earth, if he's trying to flee, does he dress up in his commissioner outfit?
I mean, I guess he thinks that, no one will stop him if he's dressed like that. It's probably less conspicuous than going in your bathrobe, I guess. I don't know.
There are clothes in between bathrobe
know.
and your official commissioner uniform. That just cracked me up when I saw that. I was like, wait, he put on his commissioner uniform?
But again, maybe he thinks, that way he won't have to slow down at the airport or anything if he's wearing an official uniform.
Yeah, I guess so. But I thought that was funny.
But yeah, he's got 2 escorts on motorcycles who Dick takes out. I like that.
Yeah, he has some wings, but cool-looking wings, not like when he was in that ridiculous, atrocious wing costume that was his second one.
Yeah.
That was bad. But these look pretty good. Simple.
I love how he's playing chicken with on his bike, and then the commissioner in his car.
No, it's not his bike. It's one of the police bikes.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I know. See, at first I was like, oh, he's going to destroy his bike. And then I realized, oh, wait, it says police on the side. That's one of the other guy's bikes. Who cares if it gets destroyed?
Oh, that's right. He does. Yeah, that's right. He does glide in. So, that's not even his. Barbara's like, that's not how chicken works. I really don't think he cares if he hits you, and Dick, I'm counting on it. Basically puts it through the windshield.
He comes out. It's like, there are 7 ways we can do this. Incorrect. You should have picked option 3. Of course, I didn't get a chance to give him the options.
Yeah, he's basically like, he's like, at least Blockbuster doesn't pretend. You know what Blockbuster is. He's like, you pretend to be a cop. He's like, meanwhile, you protect the, the corrupt and all that. And he's like, instead of protecting the innocent and the vulnerable, You
Hurt
weaponize your
them.
police force against the populace.
As he says, "You're everything wrong with this city tucked into a uniform." Burn.
So yeah, he takes the blockbuster files and like, looks like the feds caught up.
Yeah. Although Dick takes the files, he
Yep.
just leaves the other stuff.
Oh yeah.
I think. Well, yeah, he leaves some files there, but I think the main blockbuster ones.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, there's enough evidence to go around. So
Okay, so then Maggie's appointed. Maggie Sawyer, what's she famous for? Why do I know this name before?
she, what originally in the 80s and like 90s, she was on the Metropolis Special Crimes Unit. So she was like in all the Superman books and stuff. Basically, she was the top cop when it came to like fighting metahumans in Metropolis. And then years later, I'm trying to remember if it was before New 52. I know definitely if it might have been some before, some during New 52, but she did move to Gotham for a while, and she did date Kate Kane. So
Okay, that's what I was
yes.
thinking. I was like, didn't she? I don't know why I was thinking Renee Montoya. The question, but no, not her. Okay.
Oh wait.
I mean, no, I trust you that it was
No,
Kate. I don't know why I was thinking of.
You know what? I think they both have dated Kate. So let's see.
Oh, okay. Renee and Maggie have both
Yeah,
dated
because
Batwoman.
I'm
Okay.
pretty because I think Renee dated Kate before she even became Batwoman. So, but
Okay.
yes, they have both dated Kate. Yes.
Okay. But she was originally in Metropolis Police, so that's
Yes.
what she's. No. Okay. Cool.
And the electrocutioner wants to know, oh, you're gonna make her disappear, boss? And Blockbuster's like, makes me wonder why you want the answers.
Yeah. And he is presumably asking about Maggie, yes, since that's who they're looking at.
Yeah. But yeah, then Dick and Barbara are going through all the files. Yeah. Everything Blockbuster's done in the last 5 years. Investments, drop-off locations, transactions, payments to criminals, police, and government officials. And I guess Barbara like came up with entered a fake plane ticket for him, and he's like asking Melinda, "Are you all right with this?" And Melinda's like, "You know what? I watched him like drag away the former mayor's body, never to be seen again." She's like, "I'm fine with a little entrapment." Oh, look at Dick and Barbara kissing while their dog tries to eat the evidence.
Almost. So it's evidence. Also, how she has like a little Batman shirt, but it's like a formal Batman shirt. You know, like it's not a big T-shirt meme or whatever. It's like the kind of Batman shirt you could wear to the office. Subtle. Subtle and classy. But yeah, that's so cute. Oh, that could Haley. Oh no. Dog ate arc encompassing evidence. Oh yes, Metropolis.
Then yeah, Blockbuster calls Melinda. He's at her mother's house.
I can't believe he fits in that chair. Oh wait, maybe he's taking up the whole couch.
But he's like, let's go for a drive. And he's like, it all started with Dick Grayson. Grayson's took a part of my city. He should have died long before his building blew up. Dick Grayson, but yeah, so one of the eyewitnesses said Dick Grayson sounded the alarm in his building before the attack. He knew it was coming, and I know who tipped him off, Melinda, Blockbuster says. He's like, I know who tipped him off. Then they walk in, there's an electrocutioner tied to a chair, all beat to hell. He's like, this is the rat.
But do you think that Blockbuster really thinks he's the rat? Or do you think Blockbuster thinks it's Melinda and he's testing her?
I don't know, because he beat her to hell. He beat him to hell. I don't know. But I don't know. But that's weird because I'm like, has she done this before? Because she's like, oh, here, let me, let me see what he knows. Like she's gonna torture him or something. I'm like, has she done that before? Why would Blockbuster be like, oh yeah, the mayor's gonna torture somebody? I don't know.
Probably because everybody thinks she's Zuko's daughter.
Maybe.
No, I think she kind of implied that back in the day.
Yeah, she's trying to free the electrocution.
When she first popped in, that people think she's bad. I mean, because Blockbuster, it seemed like Blockbuster had never really. He just assumed that she would go along with him because she was a Zuko and she watched him and his people murder the other mayor. So I think he's just kind of assuming that she'll go along with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she starts freeing the electrocutioner, and then she calls Dick, and she's like, "No, Dick, he thinks it's electrocutioner, and she's about to kill somebody else." And then, yeah, electrocutioner hits her from behind with a blast, and Blockbuster comes in. What the hell? It's her. She's the rat. She called Grayson.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe he didn't know because he's like, "What the hell?"
Yeah, I don't think he knew, but but Blockbuster's like, "I'm afraid Melinda can't come to the phone right now, Mr. Grayson."
Yeah, what I'm thinking is what's going to happen because she called Dick. So if Nightwing shows up, I mean, I guess they could find a way to explain it away, but...
Yeah, I don't think he's going to tumble the identity, but it's... Because I think the last couple months, Dick Grayson's been more thorn in his side than Nightwing.
Right. I'm just saying... I'm curious to see if they're going to have him show up as Nightwing or if they're going to have him show up as Dick.
Or is it just going to be like, oh, Dick's going to be like, oh, my good friend Nightwing.
Right. I mean, because I know Bruce pulls that with Batman, but...
Oh, yeah, back in the 60s.
It's getting weak. I think people will be seeing through that.
60s and 70s. Oh, my.
Yeah. But, very nerve-wracking.
I know. So it's like, does she know? Because she knows Dick's secret. She's dead.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I can't help but think. I don't feel like they would. They would have her die, but
poor Dick. They're putting him through the ringer lately. Now his sister a couple weeks ago was Beast Boy getting shot in the face.
I'm trying to see. Let me go. What they said about 95.
Let's see. But yeah, like I said, yeah, Dick's going through a lot these days.
Oh, okay. Yeah. He has an extra giant jar that has Blockbuster's name on it. So I guess it must be 96. Oh, okay. Yeah, 96 is the one about Dick and Bab's hearts find their happy place.
Oh. I'm assuming she doesn't die if they're not even mentioning her in these.
Yeah, I would hope. But who knows? Sometimes. Sometimes. All right. Well, it was good. I felt like there was a little bit more Melinda in it than Dick, but she's grown on me.
Yeah.
All right. Did you want to talk about Batgirls, or you said he's in Catwoman?
Catwoman, yeah. Well, Batgirls will come up, but yeah, because Catwoman comes back.
Wait, what did you show? What did you hold up?
Catwoman.
Oh, that's the.
Well, she comes back to Gotham. She runs into a few. Well, first she runs into Tim, and then we see the phone call she had with Bruce from Batman 125. But we see the other side because it kind of looked like she was half naked with another man. But as they explain in this issue, that's because he's pulling a bullet fragment out of her leg.
Ouch.
Yeah. But no, then they show her outside. Remember that last Batgirls issue I was talking about? They show her outside with Steph and Cass.
Oh, they show Catwoman outside?
Yeah. But then she goes undercover to this club to keep an eye on some gang bosses. And guess who else is there also undercover? Dick!
Is this the Iceberg Lounge, or is this a
No,
different club?
it's a different one, man.
How many clubs do they all have to be going undercover in?
I don't know, man. He's getting around.
Yes. So wait, how many panels is he in?
Well, it's out panel 1. Well, he's only really on like maybe a page and a half. Then he leaves a message for her later.
Oh, okay.
I love he's wearing that suit, and he said something. I came looking for you, and she's like, "You certainly dress like a young man about to see his almost stepmother." He's like, "Don't make this weird. I was on a date with Babs."
Why? Does he? But I mean, he looked like he was kind of dressed up. But I guess is it sexy dressed up?
Yes. But the best line is she says something about, what would Bruce say about you spending your money in a place like this? And he goes, if Bruce got his say in what I spent my money on, Haley wouldn't have so many outfits.
Oh, why have we not seen any of Haley's outfits? Oh no!
Different writers. I don't know.
Oh man, I'm crushed. I want to see Haley's little puppy outfits. I bet she looks so cute.
But I guess she was just feeling smothered by like some of the other Bat family. So, but he was like, he leaves her a message later. He's like, if you want me to back off, I can back off. If you need help from afar, that's fine. So, Dick's the only one to get it. She was telling Tim, back off.
What number Catwoman is that?
That is 45.
I didn't realize she was all.
You'll know it because Dick, Tim, and Barbara are on the cover. So.
Yeah, I mean that looks like a cool cover.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's written by Teenie Howard. She's been doing some really good Catwoman. So.
Oh yeah. Is that the regular cover? That's not like a special cover.
I believe this is the regular cover. I think, yeah. Trying to see. Sometimes it says what cover, if it's cover A or not. I think it is.
Sometimes I get it digitally, but that's kind of a cool cover. I mostly want it for the cover, so I'll go down to the shop and see.
Yeah, no, it's pretty. Yeah, like I said, Teenie Howard's run's been pretty good. Like the last arc with like Selena and Harley were on a road trip and stuff. So. Oh, but all right. The other one I wanted to mention, he doesn't appear in it, but the Batman Superman World's Finest.
Yeah.
Okay, long story short, they beat the demon at the end of this, but Supergirl's like, I lost the Robin in time, in the time stream. I don't know where he's at.
Yeah, so he's still lost at the end?
Well, yeah, as I said, we don't see him in this issue. But what's the solicit for next issue? Let's rescue Robin.
All right. Good to know.
So maybe Dick will be a big focus next issue.
Hopefully, since he's the one that needs rescued. Awesome.
So yeah, there was a issue came out today, DC vs. Vampires All Out War #1. Dick's not in it. Deathstroke was trying. He didn't succeed, but sorry, Ray. He was trying to, so eventually maybe someone would do it, but he was trying to throw Batman in a Lazarus pit to bring him back, so.
Oh, so what? That would be kind of cheesy.
I know.
That would be kind of cheesy if that's how they end it. Is it's like, oh, they're setting us up to think Barbara or Damian's going to do it, and then they're going to actually just revive Batman.
Well, but I guess they were hinting around at this issue. They might have a cure for the vampirism. It might be a Lazarus pit water.
Yeah.
So,
I was kind of wondering about that. If like
they might be able to cure Dick.
But they might not. I mean, but he killed I mean, he didn't kill Jason. That Jason had Green Arrow kill him, but
Yeah.
he punched Bruce through, and didn't he smash Tim's head?
Yeah. But
Or come back from that.
there was a backup in it. It was Barbara. She had to kill a bunch of Gotham cops who had been turned, including her father.
For real, she had to kill Jim.
Yeah, he was all vamped out. Yep. Even at the end, I don't think she didn't even tell him it was her. You know, she was basically like, "Oh, sorry, Gordon."
Wow. I wonder if can you fix the vampires after you've killed them?
I don't think. Don't they like dust or something? I don't know. I don't think you can.
That sucks. You coming up here? Okay, did you want to talk about Batgirls quick?
Oh no, I talked about that. What was that, last week or the week before? Yeah, no.
Yeah, but we didn't talk about. Oh wait, no, we didn't. It didn't come out. Because we're on Wednesday. Last week we were on Monday, so it didn't come out.
Well, then it might have been 2 weeks ago. No, because we did talk Batgirls. I know we did.
Okay.
Was there something last week?
We talked about something else. I don't know. I just wanted to say, yeah, that was super hilarious when she was basically wearing a Robin outfit.
Oh yeah, his underwear. Yeah.
I had a Robin shirt.
Yes.
That was so funny.
Yes, it was good. Like I said, you get like a quick peek outside, you know, with the other two Batgirls outside because Catwoman shows up, you know, part of this few pages in this issue. We're like, oh, hey. Dick and Barbara.
So is Tim okay in the Batgirl? Because didn't he get shot in Catwoman? Because he got shot in the throat, right? But if he's talking to Catwoman,
he was good. Was that
he's already better. It's no big deal. Happens all the time.
Or was that something else he got shot in?
No, it was Batman 125. He got shot in the throat.
Oh, Batman 125. Yeah. I thought you meant Catwoman. Yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah, no, sorry. I just registered. Wait, if Catwoman.
Tim sees Selena before she's talking to Bruce on the phone, which also took place in Batman 125, and he didn't get shot until after that phone call. So,
oh, okay, that's
the timeline matches.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see.
Yes, they move a lot of things together, but yes, it makes.
Oh yeah, that was one thing though that kind of cracked me up in the Batgirls was when the girl was Seer was observing them and she knew that Barbara and Dick had come into the club, and I was like, I wonder if they used Bruce Wayne's money to get in here. I was like, they don't need Bruce's money to get in here. Dick's the one that has all the money.
I know.
It's kind of like I don't think everybody's got. I mean, I know Bruce still has a lot of money, just not billions, merely millions or something. It's like I don't know if all the writers got the memo, or sometimes they forget that,
or the public forgets. Although I don't know how you forget that.
I mean, if somebody I don't know, if Jeff Bezos went from being a billionaire to only a millionaire, I'd be like, whatever, and move on. Like, it's not as though I would care. I'd probably be like, good, he deserved that.
No.
Don't lie, you'd think it too, Phil. Okay.
All right, so should we get to the older stuff?
Yeah, did you want to do?
I don't know. What do you think we should do? Should we do the comics first, or they come before the animated series, but
okay, we can do that.
So yeah, the first one is Teen Titans number 7.
I gotta get it open.
Yeah, I'm trying to get there on the app. There we go.
Mad Mod, Merchant of Menace.
All right, so The Mad Mod Merchant of Menace.
I don't know.
Oh God. So it all starts with the Titans get called in to they have to help protect or keep an eye on Holly Hip.
That's right. Holly Hip, who Wonder Girl just happens to be totally crushing on.
But yeah, because they suspect him of maybe being in on this smuggling operation. That's why the Titans got brought in by the U.S. government's Treasury Department.
That's right. And the Titans salute. Although
JFK.
Interestingly, it came out in January, February 1967. So JFK had already been dead a couple of years. So I guess maybe it's not the current president there.
Yeah, I guess it's more of like, oh, let's remember that fallen, hero, and
yes, our fallen comrade.
yes.
And then Holly Hip with his ridiculous jokes, pretending he's gonna fly the plane.
So yeah, fools Aqualad.
Poor Aqualad.
Picking of the sea. But yeah, they just keep getting huge crowds everywhere they go because of Holly Hip.
And when the kids are like moving the Holly Hip and the Titans across their hands. That's pretty fun. And then we find out, Mad Mod is somehow smuggling. This seems weird to me in that smuggling,
it's basically
smuggling chemicals that you have to iron out of. Well, I don't know. It seems like a lot of work just to smuggle something.
Yeah, it's like diamond dust or something, or
yeah. But I guess, it's very creative, certainly, because you'd think, oh, just try to like slide the vial in your
yeah,
in there, but instead he's like, oh no, it's in the fabric and I have to iron it out. It like seems kind of ridiculous, but obviously is much better. Oh yeah, I meant to look up. And I just looked it up, and Ginshi is a real slang word from the 60s, meaning sexy or cool. So when
Diggity Ginshi.
Mad Mod says, here's some gear and Ginshi little models.
God, and Wally gets caught by that sign.
Yeah.
Come on, kid, you can't vibrate through that?
I don't know. Maybe he didn't have that power yet.
I know for a while he was having trouble vibrating. It might be then. But yeah, he was in the middle of trying to send the Titans. He was going to try to send the Titans a message. So Robin's like, "We better check out Mad Mods."
Oh wait, though there was something funny about the names of the guys. Mad Mod's. Shoot, where is it to say? Oh yeah, Alfie is the name of one of his guys. Yeah, Alfie's his dude.
But yeah, they see him trying to move those mannequins with the clothes on them.
I'm like, oh, it's
Robin's like, stop the truck. So Donna just basically
Stands in front and
I love it when after they throw Kid Flash in, of course, Aqualad, that's his jam. Woohoo, a water rescue. And I love how he just hangs Kid Flash up on a nail on the dock by the back of his jacket. That's really awesome.
we had
then Madmod has some of everything. I mean, he has this like metal barracuda. Like, how man does he have all this stuff?
Yeah, almost looks like a jet ski, but yeah, it's like a giant mouth.
Yeah. Jet ski that could eat you.
But Mad Mod still tries to get away. Still gets away. So then they'll meet up again. They're like, well, we know the Mod's behind the smuggling operation.
Gotta get some better evidence.
We gotta continue the tour with Holly Hip.
That's right. They get knocked out. Holy suitcases! And they just throw him out, which is pretty hardcore, but thankfully Wonder Girl can fly, so she saves Robin.
Oh, yeah. Because, Dick and Donna's hiding that. Yeah, but then they get gassed and then, thrown out of the plane. And then Holly Hip Mad Mod tries to snare them with Donna's lasso.
Yep, but Donna's the only one who can get out of it. And then when they get in, Holly Hip's like, oh, this outfit is awesome. He told me to send it back for alterations, but I think it's perfect. Robin's like, aha! That's it. So, like, Holly, don't send it back.
Then they all just start like swinging around Mad Mod. He's getting dizzy. I knew he was no swinger.
Well, because Mad Mod he tries to steal it. Well, because Mad Mod is an idiot, apparently. Holly doesn't bring it back, so he busts in during his performance to steal the code. Yeah, that's not obvious at all.
There's not going to be any witnesses.
Right, yeah. So long as we turn off the lights, it'll be fine. So, of course. And then my favorite, since Holly has to give the cops his clothes, even though he said at the beginning, I changed my outfits 5 times at concert, I guess he has to give all of his clothes since maybe they all are smuggled. So he wears Robin's outfit, and Robin is in the back in a barrel. Which is hilarious.
Oh my.
And yeah, since he broke his guitar, he's playing the magic lasso. Too funny. Too funny. But overall, considering that these are often kind of ridiculous, I thought that one was pretty good.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
I mean, it was a pretty creative idea. How he was smuggling stuff in the clothes.
But he's not a one-off, kids. Mad Mod returns. 10 issues later.
17, he returns when the Titans go back to England. And then Mad Mod steals the Queen's scepter.
That's right, the royal scepter.
Very rude.
I'm surprised you picked this one. Because there's not a ton of Dick in it.
I picked it because it had Mad Mod, and so I figured if we're going to talk about Mad Mod, we might. I mean, he's only in 2, so we might as well read it. But yes, yeah, when I reread it, I was like, oh, Dick's not in this very much. But to make up for it, they're in England, and they go to all sorts of snazzy places in England, so that was cool. Yeah, somehow Robin gets locked in the dungeon of the tower.
Yep.
I'm assuming probably Mad Mod did it. But it is good to see the other Titans. Because sometimes the Titans can be the early Titans can be a little flat.
Yeah.
And so it's good that they got this so it can be like, oh, the other Titans are total idiots who need Robin to be the brain of all of them. They can think things through themselves. Which is good. And of course, Aqualad gets help from the Loch Ness Monster. Maybe that's why he decides to go to school in Scotland, because he has fond memories.
But once again, Wally's pooped. He needs to borrow this motorbike.
Right, yeah. Which is pretty weird. And then also, I'm not quite sure why there's a killer whale around England. I mean, I guess it's possible, but...
But then the mod's talking about hiding the scepter. What is it? Something about was it a horse or a... Oh, the nags. Yeah. But it's like drawn on it. Is it like drawn it or...
Yeah, it's a giant chalk horse in England.
Okay, yeah. I mean, in that one panel at the bottom of the page, almost looks like water. So I was almost confused for a second.
Yeah, no, they're going around to some really old. So it's like Stonehenge is really old. The giant chalk horse, it's probably Paleolithic as well.
But Wally gets hit on the head, and they take the scepter back.
Yeah, I mean, they do lose the scepter like every time.
Yeah, Wally's not coming off good in this issue. In these
so, yeah, I mean, it is kind of a comedy of errors. Because, yeah, he gets hit on the head, loses the scepter. Then Aqualad, they go up to Loch Ness, the monster's bathtub. Aqualad gets it, but they catch him in a net. He gets tied up. The monster saves him. Then they're going to the Druid's Delight. Okay. Wonder Girl lifts up one of the rocks at Stonehenge, pulls out the scepter. But then a bunch of people are like, oh my god, she's a goddess. Mad Mod comes back, hits her in the face with some metal thimbles, steals it back. And then also they figure out, oh, why is it we've been feeling weak? Because we were given these new dress costumes, which were gimmicked up. Just like what happened to Batman.
Man.
So then they get new costumes, and then they go meet Mad Mod in Cornwall. Mad Mod's all like, oh, it's no big deal. I got you, but they've changed their clothes, so boom. They get it back, and Mad Mod's about to drown. And Aqualad saves him. And then the three Titans return his scepter to the Queen. They meet Robin back at the hotel, who's very sad. Actually, he's not sad. He's really pissed.
I mean,
he's locked in the dungeon.
I know, for like 24 hours.
Missed the command performance.
I know this thing was a product of its time, but I'm like, if you wanted to do a story with the other three without Dick, couldn't you just be like, don't put him in the issue at all. Just be like, oh, he's busy with Batman.
Right, but yeah, this was before Batman was like,
yeah.
This was back in the day when if they didn't have Robin in an issue, they made up a reason. They'd be like, oh, Dick, have a good time at the school dance tonight. Okay, thanks, Batman. How the times have changed. But he did, he said, something made me as weak as Dick, Whittington's cat. So he also had the same problem in his outfit, but since he was just sitting in the tower, he didn't notice as much. So yeah, I mean, I would say I liked the first Mad Mod one better because it had, of course, more Dick Grayson in it. But the second one had more cool England things in it, so that was sweet too.
Yeah. All right, and then we have the Mad Mod episode of Teen Titans.
With episode Teen Titans, which I did not. So some of the Batman 66 ones I've looked up, and they're like based on this. And I just was like, let's throw one in from Teen Titans. So I was like, oh, Mad Mod. But these two have almost nothing in common other than Mad Mod and Robin. Yeah. Because I watched.
Yeah, I mean, it was basically a bottle episode. He just had him trapped in that, I don't know if you even call it a maze, but.
It's almost like a virtual reality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They kept trying to break Beast Boy out of his trance. Make him laugh.
Yeah. I wrote barely based on the comics. I mean, he did have visually he was very similar.
Mm-hmm.
Although the animated one really kind of reminded me of Elton John.
Yes.
More than the comic book one did. But
well, he seems
the comic book one, he was smuggling things in clothing that he made as a tailor in Carnaby Street. It all made sense. But this, it was like, we want to use a guy named Mad Mod. I don't know, because he has mad style, I guess. And so he just is like, I don't like you Titans because you're giving crooks a hard time. What? That's it? That's your motivation?
I know, but it almost seemed like he was going to like try to brainwash him like he did the Beast Boy.
Yeah, I mean, I guess try to put him out of commission, but yeah. It was just random. Yeah, I guess it's weird that in retrospect, it's kind of weird that they picked him because I don't know. It wasn't that they just wanted to do a guy with a British accent who had cool clothes, because it could have been anybody in that episode.
Maybe someone read those issues, or like, I don't know, they did their homework. They're just like, hey, what can we do? Mad Mod, but we can't do like they had to update him somehow.
I know, but I mean, he still could have made clothing.
Oh, I know.
It's not. I mean, he could have still. I mean, Carnaby Street still exists and stuff. He could have. I mean, it's not as famous as it was in the '60s, but he could have. He could have still been making clothing because there was no mind manipulation, virtual reality stuff in.
No.
In the originals.
Yeah, no, it was basically.
But visually it was cool. Yeah, when they were running through that one part and they had kind of the 60s pop art on the walls and stuff.
Yeah.
That
Yeah, I mean, it was basically virtual reality and death traps. That almost seemed like they made Mad Mod almost like a James Bond villain or something.
Yeah. But he did call them duckies, and he did do that in the comics. So there we go. That was the through line.
See, they tried to keep him as close as possible.
Also, for whatever reason, it kind of reminded me of Scooby-Doo when they were running in and out of all those doors. I think it was supposed to. Yeah. And Starfire did have a pretty funny quote. Are all the schools on your planet this horrible? So that was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Yeah, no,
it wasn't really that related.
What?
I said, but yeah, it wasn't really that related.
Yeah, no, I mean, basically, like I said, it was basically just them trying to escape this, like, death trap.
Because they could have done the scepter stealing one. I mean, it's still the same queen, and it's still the same scepter. Mm-hmm. So, they could have done that. And if you were like, why? Why not? I mean, there wasn't really a why when they did it the first time. They just were like, oh yeah, we're going over there.
I know. It's...
You could have said, oh, the queen's coming to Jump City. Why? I don't know why. Just because. Also, it was funny he sent Raven to gym class.
Yes.
It And Robin again kind of got to be, you know, the brains of the outfit as he sort of was in the 60s. So that was
and in this, instead of like the tailor, he was more like a school teacher.
Yeah. Who was also way old. It was like he was around in the 60s, and then now. Not that being around in the 60s means you're way old, but he was way old.
I mean, he seemed older than them, but in the comics, he didn't seem much older than them. Yeah, in the cartoon, he was, as we find out at the end, even older than we thought.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I assume he's probably like in his late 20s in the... He's probably like 10 years older than the Titans in the comic.
Maybe, yeah. I'd say he was in that range somewhere, yeah.
I feel like you'd have to be that famous. You have to have had a few years under your belt.
Yeah. It'd be funny if they were like, "Oh yeah, you used to get Batman a hard time or something."
No, that would be something they would do in Teen Titans Go. They'll make some joke about him and Batman. So yeah, it was. I mean, like, it was an okay episode, but definitely not one of the strongest from that show.
Yeah, no, like I said, there wasn't much to it. It was like a bottle episode. Again,
Wait, what do you call it? A bottle?
Yeah, because it's basically it's just in like one setting. It's they didn't really go anywhere except in that death trap maze.
Okay. Yeah.
So anything else on the Mad Mod?
I guess be careful who you get your clothes from, duckies, because they might be smuggling stuff.
Oh my. They're sneaking some stuff in those bell bottoms, Kellen. That was 70s. All right, so should we see what we're covering next week?
Yes, what's our multimedia madness for next week?
Oh, Detective Comics number 180 and Joker's Millions from Batman the Animated Series.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I didn't even look ahead.
This is a classic.
So is that a Joker issue too? Yeah.
Yeah, this one has been memed.
Oh, nice.
That's the one. You see that one where the Joker's like, not even I mess with the IRS.
Oh yeah.
That's this episode.
Oh, I know the episode. I meant the issue, but yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah.
I've seen the episode.
If I'm not mistaken, I read and seen these before. This one is a pretty accurate, aside from Dick obviously not being Nightwing in Tech 180. But
yeah,
it's a pretty accurate rendition.
Oh, we'll have to see that. Yeah, that sounds like a good one. All right. All right. So, any final thoughts before we get out of here?
That's it.
All right, kids. So yes. So send your thoughts on any of the Mad Mallard stuff or the upcoming Joker stuff. Email us CapesandLunatics@gmail.com or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And hey, send us your thoughts on the new issue. Nightwing 94 just came out today. So if you read it in the next couple weeks, send us your mail. What do you think? What do you think they're going to do for issue 100? Marriage.
Are they going that far yet?
I wish. All right. So yeah, so send your thoughts. Follow Nightwing News on Facebook, on Twitter. Go join the Nightwing Facebook fan group. Find links for all the social medias for all the DC and Marvel shows we do. Links to the YouTube channel. Find everything we do. Get some videos. So smash the subscribe button so you never miss a moment of everything we do here.
Smash it.
And of course, join the Patreon, because once again, we're not the Joker. We don't have millions. This is all coming out of our own pockets. So what?
I said, actually, neither does he.
I know. Spoil the ending. So $3 to $5 every month gets you exclusive access, early access to creator interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats with Mr. DG Chichester.
I got the good mic out for you guys.
And because Lilith loves man pain, superhero movie brackets, we will find the worst superhero movie of all time. The July episode will be Halle Berry's Catwoman versus Ryan Reynolds' Green Lantern with special guest Hal Jordan fanboy himself, Mr. Will Allred.
I, of course, love Hal Jordan.
So no ties this time, kids. It's going to be 5 of us. So we will have a definitive answer.
Well, the patrons still have to weigh in.
I know they can weigh in, but I'm just saying the hosts aren't going to tie because it's going to be.
What if 4 of us and 1, and then all the patrons go with the 1? Then it will be a tie. Oh.
Whoa. I was going to say, are you going to abstain? Don't you abstain.
I don't know what I'm going to do.
This is the hard. I think this is going to be the hardest one so far.
You think?
I got to do the rewatch. Just from memory, might be hard to choose, but we'll see. All right. So yeah. So all that plus get yourself some Capes Lunatics and Capes Lunatics Sidekicks merch. Find it all at Linktree, linktr.ee/CapesandLunatics. And speaking of monies and all kinds of good stuff, go pick up Dick Grayson, Boy Wonder. It's on Amazon right now. Wish you knew more about Dick Grayson? Well, Dick Grayson, Boy Wonder is the product for you. So yes, get that on Amazon. Again, summer's still here, man. It makes good reading by the side of the pool, on the beach. Come on. Come on. Come on, you hep cats. Get that Dick Grayson Boy Wonder.
Hep cats.
Man, between summer of 69 all this week, man. Hep catting all over the place. All right.
I'm here for Dick.
Oh, hi, Lil. All right. Thank you for joining us again. Next week, Detective Comics 180 and the Joker's Millions Batman Animated Series episode. So yeah, we had so many issues this week in the episode. Next week we'll just have one issue and one episode. Well, unless something new comes out, but I don't think there's anything big coming out for Dick next week. Well, we'll see. You never know, kids. That Dick Grayson is popular. Dark Crisis showed up in Catwoman this week. Looks like he's going to be the big focus of next month's Batman and Superman World's Finest. All right, but find out about all that when you join us same wing time.
Same wing channel.
The Nightwing News. God save the Queen.